How could the moon look like this? I've been trying to find a particular footage that I took with my Nikon P900, but I came across this part of the moon. I did, this thing of the moon right here. And I remember when I took these photos with my, what did you take them with, Gina, honey? Let me get it. Oh. I took them with my Nikon P900 right here. And before you say, Gina, honey, no, this is not, now listen to me, you all, listen to me. This camera, this is how far this camera zooms out, just like that. All right? It's super, super close up. Now let me get myself back over here. So this was taken. But really what strikes me, and I'm not an expert in photography. I don't claim to be. I know that I like to take pictures of the moon when it's on a clear night. I do. I'm not going to say that I don't, because I do. But what I want to know, if this effect, I'm going to show you it. Let's look at it. If this effect right here is just the movement of my camera, and that's why it looks the way it looks, there's something more to it. There's a whole lot more to it. See, look at this spot right here. Look at this little spot over there. If we make it really big, which we will, we're gonna make it really big so you can see it. And it looks like there's something on the inside of it. It really does. Something's on the inside of this thing right here. And if I just add like one filter, well, I could add more than one filter, but I want to add a filter too. I want to add a sharpening filter, because even if it were, like, say, whatever it was, there's something on the inside, and it's white. It's white. Let's look at this, you all. I'm going to let you see it like this. Let's move it like this. Even if my camera moved, even if it moved, which I thought maybe it moved when I was taking the picture of it. Really, that's what I thought. Well, maybe it moved. But I'm going to shrink it back down because I don't want it. I don't like it that big. I don't. I'm going to shrink it back down. That's what I want to do. Shrink it, shrink it, shrink it. But how could the moon look like this? I'm going to take you to the original photo instead of on here, because we can zoom up a lot closer with the original photo. Let's stick it like that. I'm going to go over there. I better make sure I can be heard. Can I be heard, everyone? Hello there, Plug Ugly Hun. Plug Ugly who, honey? Gina Honey was wondering. I really have been wondering where you been. I miss seeing your hearts on here. I did. I thought, I hope she's okay. I really did. I hope you're okay. So it's good to see you. It is. So, am I on here? Let me do this, you all. You can hear me? That's perfect. So, I wanted to show this photo. Let me take you to the original, if I could even get to the original. I'm going to go to the original because I've got it pulled up on my USB drive. And you can see this is my one USB drive. I was coming down here to the moon pictures. And I took a whole lot of pictures, but it was this, okay, we're going to get to it, you all. Okay, we're going to go to these pictures right here because it was video footage of the moon itself, which really was kind of strange. It was strange because when I looked inside the moon, you see the cross hatching? Look at this. If this was truly, now think about it. If this was truly because the camera was like jerked like that, then why would it look like you have things like this? It looks like it's cross-hatched or something. It really does. Look how it looks. It doesn't look right to me. See, look at that. It looks like a grid or something inside there. This is like one of them. it really bothered me. When I took this photo, it really, really bothered me because I took a whole lot of photos and you can see what it's looking like right there. It reminds me, here's what it looks like. It looks like those white things, you know, those white things that have the ability to, let me talk myself to, those things that have, they're white, they're like the, either like the white cubes that you can see, or white circles that stretch themselves across NASA's product, or little white cubes. It looks like there's a whole bunch of little white cubes squished together in grid-like pattern on this moon. Can y'all still hear me? And I'm going to come over to the moon because it has always troubled me, and I'm not going to say that it doesn't. It has always troubled me. When I took that picture, let me see if I got that. Okay, right here. It's troubled me because of how it looks. Let me come over. Oh, my nose is starting to itch really bad now. That is not good. I want to see if I can get over to it. Let me see if we can. See, look at this. Why, if it was just my camera moving, why would these like squares, why wouldn't the squares right here get stretched out? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't these appear as if they were just one great big streak? But they're individual. See, they're individual. And even inside here, they're individual too. Very individual looking. And you can see the color right here. Now, see, I didn't do nothing to it. This is like from my original footage. It really is, you all. You just tuning in. It is from my original footage that I took with my Nikon camera. I'm going to come over here and see if I can see what's going on over here. Do I got a black screen on my end? Do y'all got a black screen on your end? Because I'm trying to look at my... I'm just spinning on my phone. I don't know why it's spinning. My cell phone is just spinning. You agree? See, look at that. See, why? See, can you see what I'm talking about? Like right here and here and here. I'm going to be honest too. It kind of reminded me of the Death Star. I mean, the Death Moon. The moon, or whatever you call it. What do you call that? The moon death something. What do you call that, you all? Is it the Death Star? The Death Star. The moon, the Death Star. And see, these lines right here, they should have been stretched too. They should have been stretched down, and they shouldn't have any lines, but they look like there's something inside of there. See how it's like that? See, this just, it doesn't make sense, and it troubled me. It greatly troubled me. Okay, now see, look how it looks blurred. It really does look blurred. It looks blurred, but yet, why does it look like this? Oh, my nose started to itch really bad. Oh, the Death Star, yeah. See it? I had just gotten my Nikon camera. Just gotten it. And it looks like that. See, look at this spot. Isn't that weird? Doesn't that look strange to you? Because it looks really strange to me. And I do not claim to be a professional photographer. I am an amateur, kind of, sort of. And then look at these right here. If you're just tuning in, we're looking at this moon is what we're looking at. And I did not want to share the pictures when I took them because of what this looks like. But if you look at it again, look what it looks like. They're individual things right here, and they should have been stretched. They should have stretched themselves all the way. It's like hatches and stuff like that, cross hatching. See, look what it is. See, it kind of looks blurry, and it's like a, I don't know what the moon was doing. I have no idea what the moon was doing. All I know is I just wanted to take a picture with that Nikon camera. But here's the thing. if you look at this part right here, this right here, the fogginess on it, the fogginess looks normal. All this like color on it. But that right there, stretching is happening underneath it. That's what it appears. Now, I like art. I like to draw, I like to sketch and all that kind of stuff. But the blending of this right here, and then you got these craters. It's not adding up because the stretching is underneath there. But we're still doing it. Okay, we're still doing it, you all. And this is straight. See, this is like straight too. That's okay. Let's look at it. Even this part. And I convinced myself, well, maybe the camera was shaking. But I had it on a tripod. I did. I had the camera on a tripod. But it turned out like that. Which is not, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. It's like the moon was vibrating. Okay, it reminded me like the moon is vibrating. Because if the moon was vibrating, I guess it would be shaking or something, and maybe it would have this effect. Maybe. But why the colors like this? Why the smearing of the colors? And it's like airbrushing and stuff. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We're looking at this moon, and I was trying to figure out why that right there, it was the strangest moon pictures that I had ever taken. If you're just tuning in, it didn't make sense to me. It really did not make sense to me one single bit. It has its own frequency. Ali Plamadan. Good evening, y'all. You just tuning in. I'm trying to look at these moon pictures. I am even forgetting where I'm at on this one thing right here. I'm over here supposed to be going through the moon. Supposed to be looking at the moon, you all. I am supposed to be over here looking at it. All right, let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I got this moon. You just want to look at it right here. See, look at it up close. Now let's look at this. Look at this. I know what I was going to do. Look at the inside of the moon. Now truly ask yourself, if Gina, that's me, had the camera shaking, really, if I had the camera shaking, why would it look like this? Why would it look like it's got little black squares and maybe little white squares in it? Why would it? Why would the squares be so perfect? Why would the lines be so perfect? Because it does. It looks like black squares, black cubes and white cubes. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to be honest with this too. Sometimes the stars in the sky got this going on too. Got it going on too. Look how perfectly straight that is right there, you all. You see that thing right there? Gina, what thing right there? That thing? That thing right there. And then this. How come it looks like it's got a perfect square in there? It's like a grid. It's like a graphing paper, but it's up there in the sky. It's up there in the sky, you all. Is this too close? We're looking at the moon. Is this too up close and personal? This is just one section of this moon. Ah, down here you can see the cubes better. Look at that. If it truly was, if I shook the camera, that would not be square like that. it would not be able to show like that. It wouldn't have. No. But it's a square. It is a square right there underneath of it. The moon zoom. Yeah, it's the moon zoom. You think it's a canyon, Janice? Do you think that this is a holographic image? Because, now see, because maybe the moon, they don't want us to see what the moon really looks like. So they got some kind of a holographic thing around them, a hologram, so we can't tell it. Do you think they got something like that going on? Because they could. They could have something like that going on up there because it, they really could. Look at that. Look at these perfect, look at this. It's like perfect. Yeah. It looks like it looks like there's individual things, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It looked like a waffle. Like a waffle. You ever see a waffle? Well, you've seen a waffle that has holes in it. It's like a waffle. It looks like a waffle in some spots. It truly does, like a waffle up close. Now, if I were to put a filter on this, you all, you would be able to see this really, 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 really clear. Real clear. Leaves of grass. You want Gina to dance. Gina, honey, can't dance right now. I'm showing the moon. It's like that song, Moon Shadow, Moon Shadow. In this case, this looks like a lighthouse inside that crater. But it's not a lighthouse in the crater. It's not. So you can tell that this was part of my video footage. Even while I was recording it. Even while I was recording the moon, it was doing that. How can it vibrate while I'm recording it on the tripod? How could it be going like, unless it was vibrating? Wasn't there something about the moon vibrating or the moon making a sound or something like that? That's why we have wars. Oh, where am I supposed to be at? Okay, I was at here. See, that's moon footage right there. Right here. That is the moon footage. And you can see that it was being recorded because it was from 1 minute long. 1 minute long. But this part of the moon did not stretch down outside the perimeter. It did not stretch down and lose its shape. It didn't. But it's on the inside of it. It should have, this right here should have did something. Should have had like a double ring around it or something if that were the case. It should have, but it didn't. It didn't have it at all. It didn't. Which was really weird. But it did up here. Now this may be a boring video for some. Gina, honey, don't you know that all your videos are boring? Well, that's how come you sleep good, because it's meant to help you relax, and it's meant to help you relax. You have to laugh. You really do got to laugh, you all. You got to laugh about it. No, but there's something strange happening. Okay, now you can see up here at the top. Up here at the top. Look at that rim around it. That looks strange too. Okay, let's see if that got a little bit normal. No. Maybe certain parts of it kind of looked normal. See, it looked really clear. It's got really good color. But then it's got all of this. Real good color. It's got the shading on there, the little smoke screen. I think the moon was vibrating. I really think it was. That does not look good at all. It's like oh, what if, now let's think about this. This looks like it's two images. This is what it looks like. I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like it is an overlay. My nose is itching. It's like putting two images on top of one. One image on top of another image and trying to line it up perfectly. That's what that looks like. That's what it looks like. Because you know when you want to trace something, well, you're going to have to put your paper over there. You're going to make sure everything lines up. It looks like there's an image over that moon, some type of an image, a holographic image over this moon, overlaying it, because underneath they don't want us to see what's underneath it. That may sound wild. You ever did it? You ever did it? You ever tried to like lay an image over another image and try to line them up perfect? Because I can do it. I can do it. Watch me do it. Jeannie, you gonna do it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna stick myself on here. Let me do this. Okay, let me use me. Let me do this. We're gonna do it right now. I just took a picture of myself. Can you hear me? I took a picture of myself, and I got oh, my nose is really itching, you. I'm just gonna tell you, it's itching. This is what it's looking like. Okay. Well, that's not a good picture of you, Gina. Yeah, I moved and made my image blurry. I gotta do it. No, I'm gonna do an online scientific experiment right now. We're gonna do the scientific process. Hold still, Gina. Take your picture. Smile. Nice fake smile. That was my fake smile, you all. I can't do a fake smile. I don't like fake. I want a real smile. I did. Are you gonna smile at me? It better be a real smile. Okay. Gina, I don't like that picture of me, but I'm smiling. Okay, so we're going to take this image, and I am going to try to take this right here, because I'm thinking this is what's happening to the moon. Right here. Can you see this right here? I'm going to save this. I'm going to come over here. I'm coming back to me. I think this is what it looks like. They've got an overlay holographic image over the actual moon, and that's why it looks like it's vibrating. Now I'm going to bring me up. I'm going to overlay me, and I got to line myself up. I got to be perfect. I got to line myself up so I fit myself. That's kind of going to be kind of hard because I'm moving myself, and I've already moved. Okay, I've already moved, but here's what I'm going to do, you all. I'm going to put a filter on this one. I don't even like that picture of myself. It does not look nice at all. I'm going to put a chrome key over this. So that I can like do something. Okay, let me see. Well, we're just going to try to do this. This is not a really, should have done it with a different example, but I've got to try to take this picture. Let me just line up the square. I'm try to line up the square, because you can see the square right here. I'm behind the square. I'm going to line this square up of me with me, and let's see if I can do it. Okay, look at this. See, okay. See if I can even just get my head next to me. I'll try to do it like this. See, my head's a little bit too big, too little right there. I got to try to see if I can line myself up. I think this is what's happening with the moon. Okay, my shoulders are a little off. Where am I at? My head looks a little too big, you. I'm trying to do it. I'm really trying to tell you what I'm talking about. Let me see about this. So this is me. And I want to try to overlay an image over me so that you won't see the me underneath. Okay, you won't see the me underneath, so let me try it. Okay, so this is me right here. You can see the image that I put over myself. And now this one. Let me see if I can get my face. I can't line it up perfect. I can't. You can see my mouth moving right here. Almost got it, y'all. I'm almost got it. Let's see. If I'm off, this is what it looks like. See? I got it like a double image if I'm off. Can you see it? Even my glasses. I think this is an overlay. Right there. Right there. I think it's an overlay image. Let me get this one off of here because I'm not going to do it. I think that's what they've done. Let me see if I can get this image off of here. This is what I used, and this is me. They overlaid an image on the moon, is what they've done. I want to get the second image off. Does that make sense to you? Does it? Let me see, y'all, what you got to say about it. There you go. That's what they've done. Lawless, honey, you can roll on the floor. That's right. That's what they've done with this moon. That's really what I feel like they've done. They have overlaid a holographic image on this moon. And that's why it looks double. That's why, oh, now we're on the sun. We're on the sunset now. Let me try to see if I can get a really good doubled image. Gonna tie our love in a double knot. That's a song. Double image, double knot. Okay. Let's see it. Okay. A double image. They're trying to double it. See if I can get it. Because you got like a ring right here. That's what I think has happened. It's a hologram. It's a hologram on here. Gina, please tell me who is they. I don't know. Be a blessing. Whoever has got this holographic hologram technology on this moon, because that's what it seems like now looking at it. The image is overlaid. That's what it feels like. We got an overlay on the moon. And they didn't, it was vibrating when I was taking the image. That's what I think was happening. As I was trying to film it, it was vibrating. The image couldn't stay secure. The image could not stay secure, and that's why it has like double rings or something like that. See, like that, like it's they couldn't line it up perfect. If the moon is a base, if the moon is the Death Star, if there's something going on the moon and they don't want us to know about, of course, they got the technology to do that. They do. They've got the technology. See, and this is two craters. Does the moon have two craters on it like this? Two craters side by side like that? Because they should not have been duplicated like that. This was during filming. It should not have been duplicated like this. I feel that they got the holographic image and they got to line up the hologram on the moon. That's going to be really hard to do. As the moon travels across the sky, you got to have that image on the moon to hide it. You do. Can y'all see that? I don't know what this thing is doing. This was 2020 when I first got my camera. It was the one and only time during the whole time that I took my image, my camera of pictures of the moon, that I got that type of footage. The only time of 2020. Can you see that? They're supposed to overlay it. Yeah. Overlay it. Because you got to have it lined up. And I can do another example of it. And I'm going to do another example. One more example that this would, seems like an overlay. I'm gonna bring up something really simple to try to state what I'm talking about. All right. What can I find on here? I can find something. I can. Let's do this pretty Gina, can you please just find something? Y'all just give me a moment. I got to try to find something simple to overlay. I'm going to come down to the bottom. Okay. I thought it's going to find something, but it's not that simple to find the something. Okay, I got something right here. Okay. I've got this. I got Sirius right here. We got Sirius. It's very beautiful blue colors. It's beautiful. Aren't the colors beautiful? Now I'm going to bring one more image up. Canis Major. One more image up. Say you wanted to not let the people see what's going on over here. Just say that you didn't want them to see what was happening. So you're going to go and you want to get your holographic technology. Gina, are you saying that the moon is a hologram? I think the moon is up there. I really do. But I feel that there is some type of projection hiding what's really on the moon. Did I got the other image up there? What is... I want to browse it. I don't even know if I put it. I've got 3 images up here, you all. I got to get my act together and quit getting myself distracted. Okay, how many of these? Okay, I got 2 of them. Okay, you see I probably got 3 of them. No, I got 2 of them. I've got 2 of these right here. I'm going to take this one. Okay, right here, you can see it. I'm going to put a filter on it and kind of make it fade out. Okay, I'm going to make it fade out like that. You see it's fading out. I want to see if I can line that up with there, because you can see it. You see what I'm doing? I'm trying to line it up so that I don't have a double image, because if I don't line it up right exactly, I'm going to have a double image on it. I am. It's going to have 2 images. You know, you see like that? See how it looks doubled already? I have somewhat of a fullness pitch in my ear, but it just went away. It just went away. See how it's doubled? Let's see if I can line this up perfect, because it's going to be hard. You see, this is when it's offline. You can, we'll just use the lines as, we got to line the lines up. We got to line it up perfect. And if it's not perfect, then it's not going to do what we want it to do. And it's going to be kind of hard to get it lined up now because it's so whatever. You see how it's kind of off like that? Oh, I almost got it. I almost got it perfect. Almost. Now see how you can tell that it's not completely lined up because it's moving like that. It's slightly off. That's the same thing with the moon. That's just a hypothesis. I'm just hypothesizing, nothing more, nothing less. Trying to do an online whatever an online thing, but it looks really pretty. What's going on with Sirius and Canis Major? Why are they in this video? What's coming from them? What's in Sirius? The Sirius star system. Canis Major is you've seen the moon go. Gina gonna accidentally open up a portal. I don't want to open up a portal. I don't. But this is a portal. It's kind of like a portal, y'all. No, that's the moon. There's something going on with this moon technology. It's got double stuff on it. Because really, when you take pictures of it, it looks like it shakes. It really looks like it shakes at times. And the moon wobble. What about the moon wobble? Does the moon wobble? Well, the moon was vibrating this night. Totally vibrating is what it was doing. The moon was vibrating, and the moon is known to wobble. Yeah. The moon was wobbling this night. Something's in Canis Major. Sirius. there's some kind of species? Is there some kind of prophecy that speaks about that constellation? Plasma. I did take a photo of the moon one night, and it was dripping the plasma. It was like, looked like plasma was dripping off of it. It was a really pretty photo. The moon is hollow. The moon is a Dyson sphere. The moon is lots of things. That's what they say. It's lots of things, Gina. It could very well. This is also something strange with this moon. When I was looking at the moon, look how it looks like it has this big disc on it. See right here? Don't it look like it's got some kind of big disc on it that like overlays it like this? Can you see this? Looks like there is a disc just like that. I'm trying to press the screen. I don't even know if you all can see it. See it? When I saw this, it thought, this looks like a disc, a perfect disc or overlay that they would put over the moon, even though it's supposed to be the shadow, but that's what it looked like an overlay. You see, this is the time 7/17 of 2020. Okay, that's for this picture right here. Now look at this. Doesn't it look? Because if you wish to look at the other side, it'd be like a perfect disc. See, look at this underneath here. There's like some vibrational movement occurring. There's some kind of vibrational movement occurring with this moon. Look at that on the sides. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. Gina, have you ever been to the moon? I don't think I've been to the moon. I can't remember it. I don't remember the moon. See, now look at this. I'm trying to get it to stand still. Gina, will you quit moving the tripod? See, that doesn't look, that's too dark of a shadow. That's way too dark of a shadow with that moon. Doesn't it look fake? Doesn't that shadow look fake? It looks like a fake shadow on the moon. It looks fake. Waxing gibbous. Purple 888. Is it a waxing gibbous? See, look at this right here. Strange how it looks like that. But I'm going to be done with it. I am going to be done with this moon. I'm going to be done with this video, you all. I done ran my mouth too much tonight. I ran my mouth too much tonight. What's coming from Canis Major? Is something coming from Canis Major? Let's see. Something's coming from it. Oh, I see aliens. I see aliens coming from Canis. No. Are they? What's this, you all? Why are these, what is this? What was this, you all? Who's there? The dog star, the binary star. Yeah. A major new dwarf, the closest galaxy. There's something about it, you all. Who is it? Have you been seeing, let me ask you this, have you been seeing, if you go to the YouTube and you watch video, you try to watch a video, and you got these little video games that have these things like this that's sucking up the people. Have you been seeing that? Because when I try to watch a video, when I go to my channel, there's like a commercial that comes on for a video game, and they have these like things on them like this, and they come out and the people go to them, and they either go in their stomach or they just eat them up or something. They have these things on this video game that shows up. As you can see, they're underground. Yeah. Okay, Gina, you're supposed to be talking about the moon and leaving it. I left it at the moon. So this was the only footage that I ever really got of the moon looking like this, and I didn't even want to share the footage because I thought, well, maybe my camera was moving, but that was not the case. The moon was vibrating, is what the moon was doing. You seen those eyes? You seen it, Kimberly? Because they had that thing, like a big old, like warm, like suction, like tentacle, and it gets the people and it eats them, and there's a giant being sitting there laughing and getting them. The worm eats us when we die. Yeah, the worm. Okay, what? Okay, let me see if I can get the moon wobble. Moon wobble. Okay. Okay, the moon wobble. Okay, see, look at them. The moon got wobbles. The moon wobble. What causes it? You can see the moon wobbles. But it was vibrating. It was vibrating. Has the moon ever vibrated? Moon vibration. Vibrating. V-I-B-R-A-T-I-N-G. The moon vibrating. The vibrating moon. See, we can do it. Oh, Indiana. That's where I'm at. The vibrating moon. Our last program, we mentioned the startling experience of 5 British monks they saw an enormous, yeah, we got to watch the vibrating moon. You're just tuning in. This is from the year 2008. Okay, we got it. Oh, I would let you listen to it, but I can't let you listen to it because you won't hear it probably. Maybe you'll hear it. Maybe you'll hear it. Let's see. It won't. No, they won't let. They took the video thing down from it. You can't see it. Let's see it. Our last program, we mentioned the startling experience of 5 British monks from the 12th century who saw an enormous explosion occur on the moon, and in their records they wrote that the upper horn of the new moon split in two and emitted a pillar of flame. The modern astronomers working on the assumption that the monks witnessed an asteroid collision have found a crater of recent origin in the spot where the monks said the explosion occurred. There is also more evidence to support the theory that the moon was struck by a passing object that night in June. In fact, the moon may still be vibrating from the impact. When the Apollo astronauts traveled to the moon, they placed instruments on its surface called laser retroreflectors. And these instruments are essentially sophisticated mirrors that allow us to shine laser beams on the moon and receive the bounced back light. Multiply the amount of time it takes to get the signal back by the speed of light, and you have a highly accurate measurement of the distance to the moon. The method of measurement has revealed that the moon is in fact vibrating like a bell that has been struck by a rock. The vibration makes the moon move back and forth by about 10 feet every 3 years. Not all the astronomers agreed the asteroid strike set the moon vibrating. Some argue that it is a natural effect of the Earth's gravitational pull. And if the asteroid hypothesis is correct, it seems like the British monk of 800 years ago saw the blow that left the moon shaking even today. Okay, so it's shaking. The moon was vibrating. Y'all, that's what they had on the vibrating moon. So there was a such thing. What's wrong with the moon? Is it vibrating again? The moon rang like a bell. The formation of the moon, a vibrating history of physics. What does a moon sound like? Oh.
What does a moon sound like? If it's one of Jupiter's moons, maybe something like this.
Almost like those old dial-up modems, right? A NASA space probe called Juno captured this when it flew past Ganymede earlier this year. Ganymede is actually the largest moon in the solar system. It's even bigger than the planet Mercury.
It's the only moon in the solar system that has a magnetic field, its own magnetic field. Not even every planet really has that.
That's Scott Bolton, the principal investigator for the Juno mission. And what you're actually hearing on that recording, all those beeps and blurps, are radio and plasma waves in the moon's magnetic field picked up by special equipment. The data was converted to audio so we could all hear it.
I can't fix that, you all. I cannot fix it. Sounding like a dial-up modem. I'm done with the moon. I'm done with it. I don't know how to get my audio back on here whenever audio things are playing, because something happened to my OBS studio. That is a theory. Some people feel that we never landed on the moon. Yeah. Jekyll and Hyde syndrome over. Ooh. Tony, the atmosphere is creating some type of Jekyll and Hyde syndrome over San Francisco, California, feeling something bad's coming. Oh, you're welcome, Susan B. and Apple Brooks, honey. I'm going to go, you all, but that's the moon, and it's 46 minutes. That's okay. Oh, my nose is still itching. I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are, in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, you all. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for joining. And please give this video a thumbs up, you all. It's hard to get the truth out. It really is, because there's a lot of... if you speak about stuff that you're not supposed to speak about, then they don't want people to hear what you're speaking about. That's how that works. That is exactly how it works. So have a wonderful evening, and please give this video a thumbs up on your way out. Love you. Thank you, moderators, and thank you.